This shows a healthy ecosystem before dependent and independent limiting factors are put in place. You can observe there is a healthy air quality which benefits the organisms living in both water and land. There is also a substantial amount of food for first order consumers, which will also help predators above it. Suddenly, more and more development begins taking place around it. One downside of this meant more vehicles and transportation. As an effect, more vehicle emissions were put off into the surrounding area. One of these emissions included nitrogen oxide, which can be very harmful to the environment. For example, it can cause delays in natural cycles such as vegetation growth. In this case, the emissions were so bad that the air quality had a 1.0 parts per million compared to the average amount of zero point 0.3 parts per million. Furthermore, the bad air quality resulted in a lack of vegetation, causing more animals to die off. On top of this, they also experienced a recent tornado that had swept most of the greenery away. This ultimately led to a very unhealthy environment with little amounts of plants and hardly any animals. Here you can see just how these limiting factors really played a role. Take the deer population for instance. When the plants began dying off, it didn't take quickly to see the decline in the population. With no food, it led to starvation and forced the deer to either die or relocate. Here is also a chart showing the net primary productivity in the environment. With most of the greenery gone, it is very difficult for the plants to produce a useful chemical energy ratio related to the amount they use during respiration. As an effect, most of the energy is lost and can no longer be used.